Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. I have another shave of the day for you, and today we're going to be doing Christmas Eve because, well, it's getting close to Christmas. Yep, we're almost there. Wonder why I haven't used this in a while. It's always stuck in the back, but you get fur, kind of a fruity, spicy note off this puck from Christmas Eve. There's a little bit of orange in there, probably some clove. I think it was cranberries. Maybe that's what I'm smelling, the fruity. But there is like maybe some orange in there too. But it's just a wonderful scent, kind of a sweet scent from Stirling's Christmas Eve. And then today's razor is going to be the red. I got water on that. Rockwell 6C, or actually it's not a C, it's an R, I think, because it's red. But with Gillette 7 o'clocks, the greens. So we got the kind of the Christmas. There's the green of the Christmas tree right there to go with it. All right, and fold up. I was like, well, we'll just use some Old Spice. There we go, Old Spice. All right, hope everybody's got everything taken care of. Looking forward to Christmas. Getting everything accomplished that you wanted to do. Wow, another one of those days. There, I'm like, what am I doing? Trying to figure out what is like there, with my brush. This is the old red Beetlejuice brush that I got from Sig. Actually, this is a Sig. I think that's a Sig solo shave day, except for the soap. So, lots of goodies today. Now, it's a little drippy. This is the Jeffrey Smith drippy. Oh, and you can really smell the fur. That is rich. Man, that does remind me of having the old Christmas tree stuck in the new house, or in the house, brand new one, where you go out there, and when I was a kid, we'd go out and cut our own trees, and we'd spend the summer in the fall looking at it. Say, all right, this is or is this the tree, or is this the tree? We had plenty of them, over the property, throughout the woods. And we kind of cultivated some too. It's like you go trim around all of them, make sure get some good ones growing, and you would go through and it's like, all right, they got some kind of brush around this one or that one, and you go trim it all off. So you get plenty of sunlight. And then the moment would happen where we're going to put the tree up. Like, usually my older brother and I would grab the toboggan and the bow saw and go out there and cut it, throw it on the sled, and haul it back. Every once in a while, it's like when we were really young, Dad would grab the team of horses and we'd go out and cut some firewood, and he would like, that's the tree right there. You can take chainsaw out and cut it down, throw it on top of the sled full of logs, haul it back to the house. Throw some for firewood, cord of wood. Yeah, Lots of good memories. Blade seems to be working. Yeah, I don't know what kind of traditions everybody had for Christmas, but yeah, it was always getting ready. We'd always wait until Christmas morning to open up the presents. Be sitting around the tree and everybody rotates. All right, start with the youngest. Get to open one. And typically we're like, we'd have two, maybe sometimes three. You know, under the tree. Depends on, you know, the grandparents would have sent something. Have you? I still have some of my stuff that I got from my grandparents. Man, this stuff. Look at this. Ugh. Very, very nice. Yeah, we'd have you'd sit there and, you know, the noon meal would be, Mom would have the turkey in the oven, and or a goose, depending on. We raised turkeys, so we had a few turkeys that would get used for Thanksgiving or but we had a nice pond on the property that would attract Canadian geese. I would shoot a couple, and we'd either have a turkey or a goose. It's like, oh, the turkey got a reprieve until New Year's. So that's another thing we do, is have a New Year's turkey dinner too. I imagine the turkeys were happy to get a few days of kind of interesting though. We had a lot of ducks, domestic ducks in our own. And we very seldom made them. Mostly it's like, we ate the eggs. Like, if you ever had duck eggs or goose eggs, man, those things are huge. Make a good meal out of them. But they a little heavy right through there for some reason. The Christmas tree, you know, we usually had 8-foot tree because we had pretty high ceilings in the house, so it would typically be well decorated, you know, with all the lights and tinsel and ornaments. We always had these bubble lights. That was a thing back in the, it's like the 50s, 60s. You'd have this light that looked like a candle, but it was filled full of liquid. And when you turn them on, eventually they heat up enough that the stuff inside would start bubbling, so you see this percolating. It was, then you create this kind of a strobia yellowish effect. But we had so many, it's like we had ornaments that were probably 50 to 70 years old, somewhere in there, because some of them belonged to the great grandparents that were on the tree. I do have some, unfortunately, this year, not coming out. Because my son moved back home. There's no tree up this year, because where the tree would be is full of boxes. I don't believe it. It doesn't seem like Christmas without the tree. And my we got an artificial tree. That thing is how old is it now? 37 years old, somewhere in there. Getting up there. It's that is not much to take care of. The tree, was 1 year they had a sale going on. I think it was at Ward's, and that was like after Christmas, and it was like, oh, Christmas trees, artificial Christmas trees on sale. You know, it's like, I think I picked the thing up for like 20 bucks, and normally it'd be like a $200 tree. They were just clearancing them out just to get them off the, get them out of there. I brought it home. At the time, I was still living with my parents. It was first year out of high school, and they were like, "Huh, thanks. It's a nice tree." So we still got it. It's like when I got married and took it with me. Didn't get to use it in my first year of marriage. It's like our first apartment. My parents still had it until they, it's like, oh yeah, I suppose you do want your tree. Yeah, I think I want my tree back. My first Christmas tree I had put up was a telescope. My wife and I, it was like our first apartment. We were trying to figure out what to do, and I was like, you know what? Just go ahead and throw that. So we went out and bought some garland and some lights, and wrapped the garland around the Christmas tree, or well, it was a telescope, so we made a Christmas tree out of my telescope, because you have the tripod with it. So we wrapped that thing up and put lights on it, a little bit of tinsel, and it's like, there we go, first Christmas tree. Yeah, it was so nice. Hard to believe it's been 33 years. Wow. Time flies. You got this. Alright. I think we're done. Well, maybe not. Right there. Alright, now we're done. Well, the 7 o'clocks work pretty good. But then again, those Gillette 7 o'clocks across the board seem to be halfway decent blades. Well, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Let's put it that way. Hope everything's going good, at least for a day. Okay, let's throw a little Old Spice on. That's got some cedar in it. That's Christmassy too. Wow. That's burning, right? Stinging is like, ooh, right through here. A little above normal. Alright. Old Spice. Works really good. That's a nice combination between the two. Really lightened everything up. Alright. So, that was Christmas Eve from Stirling. Really nice scent. If it's still available, pick it up if you like your fern kind of Christmas smells. It brings back a lot of memories. And then that was the Rockwell 6R. Let's call it the 6R. Oh, yeah, there we go. With the Gillette 7 o'clock greens for the green and red. So we got the old red, white, and green. There you go. Christmas theme. I hope everybody has a good Christmas and a new year, and hopefully everything's going good for you, or at least for a day. You can put the world's worries away for a day. So Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.